What's going on, guys? It's Jake here from Chief Live Gaming. Today, a update on the Death Guard 30k Army Collection. Guys, 30k is really awesome. I've had a chance since the last video to play 2 games of 30k, and I feel like I am finally getting a handle on the units and the different kind of roles and what everything does and the rights of war, all the cool stuff in 30k. And so now I want to update you guys so I can talk with a little more of an informative background, I guess, about my army and what my plans are and kind of just what I've done, because I've done a pretty decent amount of painting since the last video. I feel like it's been all Death Guard over the last couple weeks, so it's been fun. I really do enjoy 30k, and I'm excited to grow this collection and finish it off, get it all painted up. So what we're gonna do is go off tripod here, and let me just snatch this little camera here. And I just wanna take you guys in. There we are. How about that? I just wanna take you guys in and take a look at some of the stuff that I have started working on. So I guess we'll start in the front with the vehicles. You guys have seen these before, many videos. These have been done for a while, but we have added the 2 Sakaran chassis tanks. So this is the Venator, the laser destroyer, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Venator, and the regular Sakaran or Sakaran battle tank. And I've assembled those up, got them kind of base coated. We've done the green sort of stripe thing with taping things off and trying to get that in there. Got to touch it up a bit, but it's turned out a little better than I actually expected. I'm pretty pleased with how the striping is looking, and you know, some more highlighting, stuff like that. As you can see, we've got like some metal bits started up here to be painted, and we're going to weather that all nicely and continue working on those 2 tanks. So addition to that, we have the Spartan assembled and ready to go. I think I've showed this in another video. Again, very early stages of the painting process. We've got some overgrowth stuff on this vehicle, the Nurgle kind of corruption that is present throughout the rest of my vehicles. You'll notice that it is not present on the Sakaran chassis tanks. So the idea there is to show that this, I guess it would be a company of the Death Guard Legion, if I understand how that works correctly. My company of the Legion is maybe like a older first or second company sort of thing, where they have a lot of vehicles and troops that have been around for a long time, and some that are newly sort of added to the collection. So that's why some of the tanks are corrupted with the Nurgle sort of overgrowth. You know, towards the end of the timeline in 30k, Nurgle and the Chaos Guards are more prominent, and in the beginning they're not. So some vehicles have been around longer, and some are fresh added to the Legion company. So that's kind of my idea, just to show that the Legion is a very diverse, well-rounded sort of company within the Death Guard Legion. So that's the vehicles. I also have a Fire Raptor, which I'm putting off building. I'm just going to be honest. It looks like a pain in the ass, and I'm scared. So I have not started assembling that yet, but I will hopefully pretty soon here. And I also have a Dreadclaw drop pod, which I've later found out that it doesn't really work very well with the Death Guard sort of style. Due to the reaping, which is their rights of war, I cannot deep strike, if I'm remembering that correctly, anything. So I don't even think I'm going to use it unless I bring another allied detachment or something and don't use that right of war, or I just not use that right of war. But it's pretty cool, so I want to use it. So I may have to try to trade away that Dreadclaw or something. We will have to see. In the troops, this is where a lot of the painting has been done. I'm going to start in the back where the painted models are. As you can see here, I have roughly 25-ish, looks like 26 painted Mark 4. Oh, there's a little Mark III guy in here by mistake. So it looks like 25 painted Mark IV Marines, and those are going to represent my veterans in my Legion or my company. So the Mark IV armor is given to the veterans. They're given the newer class of the power armor, and all of the rest of my troops, just the Legion tacticals, are going to be in Mark III. So I think that's kind of a cool way to distinguish those. So we've just got the basic kind of paint scheme. I'm getting in the best I can here for you guys. So we've got these organized into 2 groups of 10. I have a sergeant with artificer armor, a power fist, and rad grenades in each squad of 10. We also have 2 flamers because of that chem munitions rule. Just so sexy and so fun. And that's going to be how I'm running my veteran squad. So I have that duplicated here. And what I'm thinking of doing is adding in those power scythes that GW just kind of released at Warhammer World or whatever, Warhammer Days. I saw like a pre-release of those. They're the Death Shroud looking scythes. And I really want to get my hands on those and put a couple of those in each veteran squad so that they will have some AP2 goodness in there, so that this squad is really just super well-rounded to deal with all kinds of different threats. I feel like that's how Mortarion would want the Death Guard to be outfitted, just a very jack-of-all-trades kind of unit. So those are my veteran squads. I do have some flamers here. Yeah, those are flamers. No, they're actually plasma guns, in case I want to run one of the squads with plasma instead of flamers, and then just some spare Mark IV over here. So from there, we've got all the Legion tacticals. So we have 20 assembled here, and then I have 20 on sprue from the Burning of Prospero box set that I purchased, which is very exciting to have big blobs of tacticals, Death Guard style, foot slogging across the board. I'm going to have 2 units of 20 that I can adjust. You know, maybe I bring units of 15 or something, depending on the points level, but I want to have 2 tactical squads that are large, foot slogging across the board. In each squad, we have a power fist, artificer armor, rad grenade, sergeant. And yeah, that's basically it. Tacticals are fun. Got a support squad here for 4 plasma guns. Another support squad in the front with 4 flamers. A heavy weapons team with 5 autocannons. And then these are just some spare Marines that I haven't decided what to do with yet. So some kind of a mix of support squad availability and heavy weapon availability. In case I maybe wanted to field more veteran squads, I could pull from here and do so. So that's pretty exciting. We've got the Terminators here, 10 Cataphracti assembled, a mix of Lightning Claws. We've got a couple dual Lightning Claw models. We've got a couple Chain Fists mixed in here, Power Axes, 1 heavy Flamer, and then a Reaper autocannon, which I'm going to chop this bad boy off and give him a heavy Flamer as well, because it seems Death Guardy to have that with the chem munitions. And then I also have, certainly, Mortarion and Typhon, excuse me. And these guys are very ugly. Don't look at them, because I just started painting them, and I'm a little embarrassed to even show you these in this video because they're not done yet. But you know, it's all part of the process, and that's why I like doing these updates, to kind of show you guys how things develop. So in addition, we have 5 Tartaros Terminators over here from the Burning of Prospero box set, and I also have 5 Cataphracti Terminators that I made a trade for. So we have a lot of Terminators, guys. The one thing I'm considering is getting 5 more of those scythes and putting them on the Tartaros Terminators I have here to make kind of kit-bashed Death Shroud. I really want the actual Death Shroud models because they're so freaking great. But until then, that would work really well, I think. I think they'd be pretty convincing. And then you can just use them as Tartaros Termies with the power scythes once I do get Death Shroud, if I get my hands on some. So, yeah, a lot of info, and I hope that I didn't drone on too much, guys, but holy shit. I feel like I've finally got this collection. I've got a grasp on it. It makes sense to me now. It's organized. I know what everything is going to be used for, and it feels really good, and it feels good to be able to bring you guys that kind of information in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions on other adjustments, additions, substitutions in this collection, please do let me know. I'm curious to know what you guys think. And again, there's a lot of veteran players out there that you guys know what's going on a lot more than I do, and I want to say thank you guys. Huge shout out to everybody that helped me. There's too many to name. In the last video I did on this collection, you guys had some super good information and advice, and really did help me out to decide a lot of things and figure out what was going on, because I was very overwhelmed, and you guys really came through for me. So again, thank you everybody that was able to help me out. Wow, English. Thanks guys for helping me in that last video. So I'm going to close this one out, guys. I will update you as soon as anything of note has been added or adjusted or painted to this collection. I'm really enjoying 30k. If you have not played it yet, I highly suggest you give it a try. It is a breath of fresh air into the otherwise stagnant and weird 40k meta right now. If you're fortunate enough to have a good group of friends that doesn't play competitively or netlist, then you're not going to notice a huge difference between 40k and 30k. It's just going to feel like one of your regular games, but there's still a level of balance that you can't really come close to in 40k, and it's fun. It's just good. I've got nothing but good things to say. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Hope everything's going well with your hobby life, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.